Good day, Prof. My name is Subah Sree, and the metric number is A189812, and I will be presenting the case of Public Prosecutor against Anuar bin Muhamad 2018, 1 LNS 2015. First of all, the introduction where the case of public prosecutor against Anwar bin Muhammad serves a significant precedent in the Malaysian criminal law, particularly concerning the application of Section 11A, and this provision allows the court to incorporate facts that, while not directly related to the primary issue, significantly affected the likelihood of the main fact being true. And it's important to ensure a fair trial process even when the procedural irregularities are identified. This discusses the case facts, legal issues, prosecution and defense arguments, court decisions, and the implications of the judgment. Next is the facts of the case where, on February 5, 2015, a violent robbery occurred at a hardware shop owned by the deceased, and three armed robbers wearing masks and stormed the shop, threatened their wife SP5 and their employee SP6 and their daughter with a pistol, and they demanded valuable and deceased car key, but he refused, which leading to a struggle. SP5 managed to pull off one robber's mask, briefly exposing his face. The accused fired multiple shots, fatally wounding the deceased and injuring his daughter. The robbers fled, leaving behind a crucial evidence including the torn mask. SP5 and SP6 later identified the accused in a court as the gunman, and CCTV footage captured the crime. And statement from the co-accused individuals confirmed the accused role in planning and executing the robbery. This evidence led to the accused conviction and emphasizing the brutality of the crime and bravery of the witness. Next is the issues of the case where the case raised two critical legal issues where whether the eyewitness identification of the accused by the SP5 and SP6 was credible and accurate despite the procedural flaws in the identification period. And the second one is whether the prosecution had proved beyond a reasonable doubt and the accused discharged the firearm with the intent to harm or killed during the robbery. While looking at the prosecution argument, they relied heavily on the testimonies of SP5 and SP6. These testimonies were corroborated by the CCTV footage capturing the robbery and shooting. Despite the procedural flaws during the identification period, SP5 and 6 confidently identified the accused in the court, and the statement from the co-accused an individual who admitted that the accused was mastermind behind the robbery. Although these statements did not directly link to the accused for the shooting, they established his role in planning and execution of the crime, which the prosecution argued that the positive identification and the corroborative evidence outweighed any the prejudicial effect caused by the procedural flaws. While looking at the defense argument, the defense vehemently denied the accused involvement in the crime, and the accused claimed that he was at a school canteen in Kajang at the time of the robbery but failed to provide any corroborative evidence to support his alibi. The defense challenged the reliability of SP5 and 6 identification, arguing that the brief exposure time when the mask was removed was insufficient for the accurate identification. And it also cited that the procedural irregularities during the identification period as ground to dismiss the identification. Additionally, the defense contended that the prosecution had failed to produce the weapon of the sufficiently linked it to the accused. Next, while looking at the court decision and reasoning, the High Court convicted the accused under Section 3 of Firearms Increased Penalties Act, sentencing him to the death. The court found that the prosecution had successfully proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the accused used a firearm during the robbery, resulting in the victim's death. Although there were like a procedural flaws in the identification period, the court relied on the dog identification, and the court reasoned the SP5 had a clear view of the accused face during the scuffle when his mask was removed, and the SP6 testimony corroborated this identification. The court also admitted the guilty pleas of the co-accused as relevant under Section 11A. This statement made the accused involvement highly probable and provided a clear narrative of the planning and the execution of the robbery. The forensic report further validated the sequence of the event, confirming that the fatal shot was at a close range consistent with the accounts of aspects 5 and 6. In conclusion, the importance of a corroborative evidence in cases involving eyewitness testimony and circumstantial evidence, and the reliance of Section 11A, it reinforces the principle that the facts making the existence of a relevant fact highly probable may be admitted to establish guilt. This case serves as a reminder of balance between ensuring the procedural fairness and achieving justice. By admitting a wide range of evidence, including a dog identification and co-accused statement, the court demonstrated its commitment to holistic assessment of the case while safeguarding the right of the accused.